Whoa! Let me catch a good vibe for my people. Kissing babies and shaking hands, man. Oh, I'm out here doing. Look, you hear me? What the? I got to do out here, making it black open, and you are now experiencing the world famous BossMack podcast. RNS, y'all. RNS. Oh yes. Today is a beautiful day. I'm happy to be up in it doing this. Y'all niggas already know how I get down. Nothing but the good game when I come around. BossMack topsoil, y'all got to love the sound. Whoa! Yes, indeed. Here to give you what you need with the speed. Real niggas always in the lead. We always in the lead, y'all. We always in the lead. We always in the lead. Top of the top, top of the top. The BossMack podcast is in full motion. West Coastin'. Blessings, greetings, salutations throughout the nations. It's a beautiful day. What can I say? May these words reach you in good spirits. I hope you woke up next to a happy bitch this morning, and if you didn't wake up next to a happy bitch, I hope you at least woke up on some crisp, clean sheets. Shout outs to all the happy bitches. I hope you woke up next to a real one. I hope your bathroom is extra clean, shower clean, crisp and clean. You understand what I mean? No piss around the toilet. Can you dig it? I hope when you went to your refrigerator, it was packed with food. You know, I'm talking about big steaks. You know, I'm talking about up in there. If you're vegan, you got all your veganism up in there. Spirulina, all that right there, avocados. You know what I'm talking about? I hope all your bills is paid. Everything paid. You ain't worried about no paper issues. I hope when you went to go get in your car this morning, it started right up. Soon as you push that button, you ain't seen no check engine light, none of that. You hear me? Man, I appreciate everybody that's watching me, listening to me right now, man. I appreciate you taking the time out to vibe with the BossMack topsoil on this beautiful, illustrious day that the Lord made. You know, talk about. And I gotta say, shout out to Joe Blast, man. I seen him bless me with some papers, man. Shout out to Joe Blast. I can't front on Connecticut. And then I can't front on Turkey Smack either. You understand me? I like that name, Turkey Smack, though, man. I like that name, nigga. I like that name. Whoever invented that for you, man, shout out to them. If you invented it for yourself, man, I appreciate it. Shout out Bobby Transparency, Kim Folk. Red Jet Shell, what the hell? I got you, baby girl, on the pictures, man. Do not trip, man. I gotta redo this, man. I ain't got to it yet, man. I gotta redo I got a whole lot of pictures and shit to add up into the rotations, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, B, you understand me? Technobility. I hope you had you another one of them 10K phone calls, man. I love niggas talking like that, man. I just had a 10K phone call, BossMack. What the fuck? We out here. God bless the gang. You know what I'm talking about? I'm in this building, man. I'm in here, man. I'm out here. It's a beautiful situation, man. I got on my Dodger blue today, man. I'm Dodger blue, man, because I got to go to the game next week. I got to go to a Dodger game next week. It's mandatory. I got to get there, bro. I got to get there. I'm going to get there, man. I'm at the Dodger game. Nigga, I'm going to be up in the stands. Nigga, I'm going to be up in there, man. That's why I'm Dodger blue. Apostrophe in this motherfucker. What's up with it, man? What are you talking about? Say a prayer for me today. I'm getting dressed for G-Pop's funeral, man. Hey, man. Rest in peace, G-Pops. May you have a good going home celebration, man. Shout out to that. Shout out, hey, celebration of life, man. You know, I don't know how old he was, but you know what I'm saying? He made it to G-Pop status, man. So, man, be thankful, man. Be thankful you even got to see your G-Pops, man, because I know some niggas that didn't even get to see their pops, you know what I'm saying? Like me, shit, I didn't even get to see my pop. At all. You know what I'm talking about? At all. But shout out to that apostrophe. May God be with you, man, on your journeys, man, today. Be thankful, optimistic. Say a good story, man. If you get up there to talk, tell a good story, man. A good story. Funny. Make motherfuckers remember this moment. Levity. Get some levity up in there, man. Tell a good one. I know you got one. I know you got one. It's all about the stories at the funeral, man. You know what I mean? Tell a good story, man. You know. I remember my G-Pop's funeral, man. I got up there and told a wild story, shocked the crowd. They still talk about it to this day. Hit the like button for this game. I want to say happy birthday to one of my peoples, my nigga Larry Gillen. LG is his birthday today. Shout out LG, man. If you're out there listening, man, God bless you, man. Happy birthday. Also, happy birthday to Superstar, to Star World Film. Shout out to Star. Happy birthday, Star, man. You know what I'm talking about. Blessings to everybody. I think my nigga Ron Dog birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to Ron. You know what I'm saying? We out here in the field though. Yes, indeed. But shout out to the chat, though, man. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, man. Michael, shout out Michael. Let me see who else in here, man. Make sure I holler at the peoples, man. Yeah, I got Cam Folk. Don Treese Williams, man. Woo! TSE 510. Rich Carter, you know what I'm talking about. Phoenix Smiles, man, with a cigar. I dodged the trap. What's up with it? Kev T. SWN Media Works. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Maxwell. Ernest Hoffman. G.A. Colossus. Let the BossMack know where you're tapping in from. Let the BossMack know where you're tapping in from. Today is the day for Diddy, man. Will Diddy get to go home, or is he going to the penitentiary? Will he go home, or is he going to the penitentiary? The BossMack got Diddy getting 5. The BossMack got Diddy getting 5 years. I got Diddy getting 5 years, man. I got Diddy getting 5 years. He is not gonna get no 11. I can't see it. I see maybe 5 years. And then they're gonna give him credit for 2 years or some shit like that. That's what I got it. Central Florida always in the building. Come on now. I got Diddy getting 5 years, but hey, I hope he get to go home, man. Even though I don't fuck with Diddy and I want Diddy to get chipped, I'd rather he get chipped on them streets, man. I'd rather he get chipped on them streets. They brought 11 years just to get him at least 5. Yeah. And I still think 5 years is fucked up for this issue, but hey, man. They doing him in, man. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Hit the like button for this guy. BossMack, you know. You gotta discuss Young Thug losing his bitch. You know, I already did that. I already did it, but yeah. Yeah, man, I predicted that, though. I predicted he would lose his bitch. I predicted Young Thug would lose his bitch long time ago, man. I predicted it, man. I predicted it. I predicted it back when Devin Haney's bitch, when the Devin Haney's bitch phone call dropped, where he was on the phone with her and she was crying and shit. I was like, oh shit, he about to lose his bitch. Right there. I didn't think he was gonna get past that. I thought that was a severe dent. But Thug losing his mojo though, man. Thug lost his mojo and shit. Thug lost his mojo. I don't know. I think Thug. I feel like Thug heard me say he lost his mojo. I showed some little clips of his videos when he was hot, when he had With That and Get a Check. I showed little clips of that video with no sound. I showed little clips of those 2 videos, and I pointed out how he lost his mojo, how he looked different from them videos now, how his energy and persona don't have that radiation no more. You know what I'm saying? He not lit no more. And don't you know they blocked the BossMack video. They blocked my podcast. I had to go in there and cut that shit out. They blocked that they blocked my shit. And I had clips with no sound. I was like, damn. Fuck demonetized. They blocked my shit. I was like, did Young Thug do that? Did he do that because I say he lost his mojo? Did Thug do that because I said he lost his mojo? Thug, you did that because you blocked the BossMack video because of that. You bet not had did that. You know you lost your mojo, nigga. That's why your bitch left. Bro fumbled a bad bitch, bro. That's a bad bitch. He fumbled that bitch. He fumbled that bitch over a weak bitch. They would have never, ain't no way I would have ever got caught talking reckless on the phone to a weak bitch about about getting a weak bitch pregnant. Ain't no way I would have got caught like that. Ain't no way. And I got kids too already? Are you serious? Even if I didn't have kids, I wouldn't have got caught like that. With a bad bitch over here, a cutting, I got a cutting edge R&B bitch over here. A bitch that's about to be a real R&B bitch right here. She more popping than Thug now. Mariah the Scientist is more popping than Thug. Hit the like button for this guy. Technobility. Man Act was built to get Jack Johnson. They got to have Diddy to continue a tradition of spanking bold black men. It's a religious for the America at this point. You know what, man? They got, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's some bullshit. The Mann Act is some bullshit. You know, it was designed to get Jack Johnson and all that. You know, it was a beautiful play. But you know, I think we gotta fight the war smarter, man. We gotta fight the war smarter, man. You know, I you know, even though I would like to see Diddy get chipped out here, I feel like Diddy played the game stupid. You know what I'm saying? He played the game with stupidity, man. Now, I don't know if Diddy had to engage in these activities to get to where he at. I don't know I don't know if Diddy was engaged in some type of ritual activities, or you know, he got to do the LGBT, he got to do all of this type of sexual deviant stuff with Clive Davis and them to come up, and I don't know if they got to continue it to keep the money coming. I don't know what it is. But if he was just doing it to be doing it, then he was at the height for stupidity to even risk to, you know, to put himself at the risk, you know. I just, you know, I feel like, you know, I just feel like the black man is at risk. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're doing a little bit good, you at risk. You know, even if you a nigga with a good job and a nice house and a car, you at risk. You know what I'm saying? But to be touching millions, we got to play the game at the highest level, man. We got to be playing the game at a espionage level to keep from them getting the back, keep them from tripping us up, man. We gotta do better, man. We can't be out here on sexual deviant, you know, letting bitches cross us up, man. This is very weak for Diddy. It's a travesty for Diddy to even be in this scenario right now, man. It's just a weakness. It's just a black eye to the black man. You know what I'm saying? I just wish he would have been playing a game like, okay, they out to get me. They are, like, you know, as soon as he start touching millions, just be like, they out to get me. I gotta play the game flawless. I can't have no weak, stupid shit. I can't be out here on ketamine and shit. I can't be out here on all these different types of drugs. I can't be out here having freak offs 2 and 3 times a week and shit, man. I can't be doing that shit. Hit the like button for this game. Don't let me touch the paper, bro. Don't let me touch the paper and show you how to do it, man. Oh my God, bro. God is my witness. God is my witness. They had to outright assassinate me before I do some sucker shit. Ray Gunn, I appreciate that $2, man. Money is the essence of that devil pride. Yes, not be drunk with power. Will always consume carnality. Power ye will always be consumed by carnality. Man, it's just, man, even going back to Jack Johnson and shit, man. You know, back to them days. I wish he would have just kept beating the shit out of the white man. You know what I'm saying? I just wish he would have just kept whooping ass and that. Don't even worry about the snow bitches. Fuck a snow bitch. Let me get a black one. Let me be careful and just be beating the shit out of y'all motherfuckers until I die. Just beat the shit out of motherfuckers until I die. Make motherfuckers just have to come and kill me, like, cause you're not gonna catch me up on no bullshit. You're not gonna catch me up on no bullshit. You gotta just outright kill me. You know what I'm saying? We had to kill him. He was beating the shit out of niggas. He was beating the shit out of every white man that faced him. Just damn near killed 2 or 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Just whooping the shit out of them. Calling them names while I whoop the shit out of them. Bitches and all kind of shit. You bitch ass motherfucker. Just beating the shit out of motherfucker. Making motherfucker piss on himself. Beat motherfucker till they pee. Motherfucker. But you ain't gonna never catch me up on no bullshit. I'm gonna step out the ring. I'm gonna keep it clean. Motherfuckers gonna, yeah. I wish Diddy would have stayed making good music and shit, but you know what I'm saying? Niggas get out here, man. You know. I always, you know, I ain't gonna lie, man. Here's my thing. Like I said, I know I'm talking crazy. I be talking crazy in the motherfucker, man. That's why I'm glad I read the Marquise de Sade. That's why I'm glad I read the Juliet book, right? That's why I'm glad I read that book, because in that book, you know, the indoctrination. Now, let's say Clive Davis made Diddy do some of that sexual deviant shit to be, you know, to be in the game. Let's say, you know, possibly Clive Davis was like, you got to do this wild shit with us so you could be in the club, right? When you read the Juliet book, it clearly show you that's how you get into the other levels of money. It show you, like, once you down with us doing this sexual deviant shit, we gonna elevate you, right? But once they elevate you, the game is not over. See, it's still triple cross, double cross, quadruple cross once you up in them levels. Once you up in that levels and you engaging in these activities, if you don't go along with certain plots, plans, and schemes, if you try to do anything to move past anybody with more power than you, or you try to do a power move or any type of thing up in them levels, they crisscross you into jail. They crisscross you out of your wealth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just saying. I feel like Diddy, you know, he just, you know, he didn't play the game effectively up in them realms. He got crisscrossed into penitentiary and out of his wealth. Hit the like button for this guy. Y'all know this. See. The beast must constantly be fed. That's what people don't get. The ritual is for life, not just one time. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Whole treachery at its best, though, man. I just the whole treachery from Cassie is unprecedented, man. That's gotta be some of the most. That's gotta be some of the most profound. That's some of the most profound whole treachery on record of all time. That's some of the most profound whole treachery on record for all time, nigga. For all times. For all times, man. You talking about a bitch that was on the team. Oh man, it's beautiful. Talking about a bitch that was on, I guess up there with Tina Turner. All time bitch just whole treachery on the team. Bitch on the team just flipped the script. Nigga, I hate you. Write a letter to the judge. Don't let him out. Fuck that nigga. Let it send him to. I'm scared for my life. He got money. He gonna send the killers. Fuck that nigga. Seems like don't try to outshine the boss type shit. Yeah, yeah. I fully believe it's a white man. It's a white man somewhere. The bully Diddy tried to punk, and the old boy was like, "Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something, little nigga. Little nigga with a couple of with your first billion. Yeah, let me show you something. You got your first billion, huh? You got your first billion. I got billion. Matter of fact, I'm a transform you back into a millionaire, nigga. I'm a transform you back into a millionaire and send you to jail, nigga. You gonna be a barely millionaire when I finish, nigga. You gonna be a barely billionaire, nigga. Nigga, you going to jail, nigga. You gonna go to prison. I'm gonna make sure you go to prison for a minute. You gonna sit down, man. You gonna really sit down in prison for a minute. Hit the like button for this guy. Ooh. Anyway, this show is brought to you by BossMack Streetwear. Go to BossMack Streetwear, get yourself BossMack Streetwear. You say I got on the Bless That Bitch Dodger blue joint, you know what I'm saying, with the blue shorts and shit, you feel me? You know, yeah, here chilling, got on the blue shorts, BossMack shorts, you know, with the Chinese on it and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, we out here, man, you know, let me see if we can see the Chinese, you know, the good Chinese, man, you know. Shout out to the cat. Get your issue, man. Get your issue, man. We here, man. We here for the peoples. We here for the peoples. Dodger blue shit. You feel me? Dodger blue. You know. We're going to have a limited run of the hats. Dodger blue hats. We're going to have a limited run. Try to get them for y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for this game. Milwaukee in the building. Wayne Williams in this motherfucker. Come on, man. Shout out Big Frank. Shit. There it is. I like that Big Frank song, man. I like Big Frank. Big Frank is turning into my favorite Milwaukee nigga, man. He remind me of Biz Markie and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the cat. Hit the like like BossMack, that's good. Cassie was down until she realized that her career was never going to be what she wanted it to be. Yeah, man, Diddy. I don't understand what Diddy did to that bitch, man. I don't know. I still don't understand why Diddy just did that to that bitch. You know what I mean? The way Diddy did that bitch. The way Diddy did that bitch. It seemed like the way Diddy did that bitch, it seemed like he must have heard that she was only fucking with him because he had money. Cause you know I done had some bitches done told me I don't judge niggas, right? I don't judge niggas appearances. I don't know if a nigga look good or not. I done had some bitches tell me Diddy was funny looking, like they wouldn't fuck Diddy if he didn't have no money. I done had bitches tell me that, like I done had bitches say I would not fuck Diddy if he didn't have no money. So I'm wondering if he must have overheard something where Cassie was like, I wouldn't fuck with him if he didn't have no money, because it seemed like he maliciously made sure she didn't have no career, man. I just don't understand how a bitch could at one time, I remember when she first came out and she had the hit record. How could a bitch have a hit record? That's how you notice a bitch, because she had a hit record. And then she just never have a hit record again. And you, Diddy, you could summon anybody to come work with the bitch to get her right. But he did steal her from Ryan Leslie. He did take the bitch from Ryan Leslie. Why? I just can't understand why, nigga. That's amazing to me, man. Like, if I'm a music, see, that's beyond my perceptions, right? Because if I'm a music executive, I'm in the music game, right? Now I can understand niggas wanting to fuck bitches and all this type of shit, but if I'm in the music game, right, and I'm looking at a bitch that's making a hit record and she look good, and I'm trying to put out hit music, and the formula that worked was her and Ryan Leslie working together. Her and Ryan Leslie working together. Why in the fuck would I separate her and Ryan Leslie? Why would I do that? I would be like, okay, man, you and your bitch come over here and y'all here's some money. Let's make some money. Make some hits. Let's get it popping. This bad boy, make some hits. How you gonna separate the bitch from the nigga that's making the music and how you gonna separate the bitch from the nigga that created the bitch? And then expect the bitch to rise back up. That shit wild, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand Diddy right. And then just want to fuck her. And then want to fuck her. She ain't generating no money for you. She's not what are we doing? She's not generating no money for you. You take her from making hits to just fucking her. And she's not making no money for you. What are we doing? And then Bad Boy not even known for making hits no more. Bad Boy ain't known for making hits. Bad Boy just don't make hits no more. What are we doing? What are we getting? What happened? Hit the like button. If our job is making hits, How do it turn into our job as sexual deviancy? How's we got more time for sexual deviancy than music? Hit the like button. See, I believe this is what happened to Rick James, too. Ryan Leslie is in tech crypto making M's. Shout out to Ryan Leslie. Seems like after the stuff with the liquor jumped off, the downfall Diddy came. Yeah. Cassie was thirsty. If you're not thirsty, nothing bad can happen. I guess so. But it seemed like Cassie, I don't know. Maybe, what was Cassie thirsty for, though? What was she thirsty for? What was she thirsty for? Was she like a sexual, was she a sexual deviant? Was she like a hoe? Was she really a hoe the whole time? Was she a hoe the whole time? That's called tricking off. So basically, he rented a bitch for millions of dollars. So you rent a bitch for millions of dollars, and then she just dunk you into prison. And then she just dunk you into prison. You know what? They should let Diddy go, man. They should let Diddy go. But if Diddy get 5 years, if Diddy get any time in prison, if Diddy get 5 years, it's the wrath of the white man. It's the wrath of the white man. You know what I'm saying? It's the wrath of the white man. Because Diddy should be allowed to go free, man. I think that the play back then for producers. I think that was the play back then for producers. The Dream did that to Nivea and Christina Milian. Niggas were stalling females' career to keep them on staff as concubines. Facts. Okay, I feel you. Christina Milian had a little motion though. She had a little motion. What's the purpose? What is the purpose of keeping a bitch as concubine though, man? What the fuck? What is the, I can't understand that, bro. I can't understand that, man. I thought we was making money, bro. I thought we was in the business of making money, man. Why? I'm at a loss, man. Let's make some money. What are we doing? Let's make some money. Let's make some money, man. Why can't we make money? Why? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why not? Why are we not making money? Jack Mack in this motherfucker. But see, I'm at a loss. I'm not at a loss. I understand suckerism. I'm just railing against suckerism. But I understand the suckerism that exists in the world. That's what my show is about. You know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, the BossMack, if he was in them positions, oh shit, it would have been all for the money. It would have been all for the money, man. It would have been all for the money, man. I'd have been like, let's make hits. Let's do it. Let's go down in history with some hits, bitch. And then, you know, if you get big enough, you get your bag up and you don't want to fuck with me no more, okay, see ya. See ya, bitch. But we gonna make some money first, though. We made money. We made a lot of money. Niggas just want to keep a bitch in sexual deviance. Have other niggas fuck her. Let me watch you get fucked by other niggas. And then pop out with you as my date at the Met Gala. Then let's go to the Met Gala. Let me have 5 different niggas fuck. Give you a venereal disease, have them fuck you raw, and then go to the Met Gala. She got gonorrhea again? Okay, send her to the, okay, go on, get on the medication. Let's go, we going to the Met Gala. What the fuck is going on, man? Hit the like button, let's go! What are we doing? What are we doing? She fucking Kid Cudi. What? I'm hot. Blow his car up. What the fuck are we doing, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? Diddy? I want Diddy to get chipped, man, but, you know, that's how entertainment works. Like Joy Taylor. Put her on and make her your concubine. It seems like niggas, I don't know, man. So maybe money is not the goal then. Money is not the goal. Money ain't the goal really like that then, huh? It's about putting a bitch in the thing. Having a concubine of bad bitches. Or maybe niggas be scared to let the bitches get, maybe the bitch will get too powerful. Maybe niggas don't want the bitches to get too powerful. Maybe that's what it is. Like, I don't want the bitch to get too powerful. Then she gonna escape from me, or I don't know, man. I don't know. Free Diddy. The goal is control. Don't let the bitch make no music. Bitch, I don't want you to make no music. Bitch, I just want you to come fuck. I just want to have these 3 niggas fuck you. I just want to have 3 niggas fuck you raw while I watch and jack off. Multiple nights a week and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then we pop out at the Met Gala. Then we go to the Met Gala and to the Grammys and shit. Where people will be always looking at you going, damn, bitch, what happened to your career? You just Diddy, I mean, you just be with Diddy. Never, I remember you used to have a hit record. Now it's no more hit records ever. You just pop out at the Grammys for no reason. Like, what is the nigga doing? Like torturing a bitch. Like, you can sit with me at the Grammys, but you will never ever win a Grammy, bitch. You can go to the studio, make albums and shit. It'll never come out. It's just a waste of time. Even if it's a hit, we ain't pushing nothing. It's square pimping. They think they peas, but they led by the little head, not the big one. What is niggas doing, man? I remember Cassie used to be the hottest bitch on MySpace. If y'all remember the MySpace days, man. They used to have a little MySpace chart. They used to have a MySpace chart with the top 15 or top 20. It was top 15 or top 20 artists. Man, she used to always be like number one and number two and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tila Tequila used to be like number one and shit. Then it used to be like Lady Gaga and Cassie. You know what I'm saying? And how the bitch go from having a hot record to never putting out a record? And right in there, I noticed right in that time frame is when Diddy started turning weird. Like it seemed like it wasn't about really putting out music no more. It was about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's just weird, man. Free Diddy! As we come to the end of the Diddy saga. I don't know, man. It's weird, man. Very weird. Very weird. Very weird, man. All right. Let me see. It seemed like they should be getting ready to go to court. I wonder, do they got the Diddy watch going? I wonder, do they got it? All right. Let's see. Niggas in the news. Niggas in the news. Here's some quick news right here. I just seen NBA YoungBoy was gonna be coming to the Anaheim Pond. I might have to go to that. I might have to go. I might have to go see that. I might have to go see that, man. All right. Niggas in the news. NBA YoungBoy.
Sugar man. A sugar daddy. Whatever you call him. Busting it wide open for some damn NBA YoungBoy tickets. Why you can't get out there and sell some water like you selling ass? You see the young boys, the water boys. You don't want I want. Never said.
Look at that. Look at that. When her and her homegirl want them NBA YoungBoy tickets, he got two bitches in there. He did a threesome. He bought a threesome. I wonder what it smell like in there, man. Jesus Christ. He bought a threesome. He bought a threesome. It's lit. It's lit. Bitches going all out for the NBA young boy. Bitches going all out. This is a phenomenon, man. This is a phenomenon right here. The young boy shit. This is a phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? The young boy shit is a phenomenon. I feel bad. I don't know no lyrics to no NBA young boy songs at all. I don't know shit. Hit the like button, but that's good. I don't know no songs. Okay. Elon Musk. Another nigga in the news. Elon Musk. Wants to cancel Netflix. Elon Musk stirring up drama with Netflix, calls for public boycott. Mad at the streaming platform for what he calls a transgender woke agenda in children's programming. Cancel Netflix for the health of your kids. His crusade started after the account Libs of TikTok shared a clip from Dead End Paranormal Park where the main character identifies as transgender. Damn, man. Cartoons transgender. That's crazy, man. This is not okay, Musk wrote in a response. The show was rated TVY7 and has since been canceled. What the fuck? Transgender agenda. Smells like menthols and Michelob in there. Niggas spending their retirement money to fuck two musties. Hey man, you know what? That's some dude's life though, man. That's what they live for. Mac, it'll be the same shit she said on the stand. Diddy coming home. A lot of people will start moving different. Ah, 50 cold-blooded. 50 don't want Diddy to come home. 50 ain't right for this, man. 50 ain't right. I have an ongoing dispute with Puffy for over 20 years. He is very dangerous. Multiple times I feared for my life. I think you should consider the safety of the general public, Your Honor, before unleashing him upon them. There hasn't been enough time for him to reform or make any adjustments, despite his trying to teach a class in there. As you already aware, the government has spent the maximum amount of money on deploying federal agencies, which appear to be an army in two locations simultaneously. Later, his son, who is dealing with his own rape allegations, claimed that the feds hit the wrong house anyway. Diddy is only going to return to hiring more male sex workers and keeping most of the baby oil away from the general public, and babies need it. My Netflix doc is on scandalous subject, coming soon. Ah! Diddy, 50 ain't right, man. 50 ain't right. Hit the like button. Kamala Harris. This was always the plan. Project 2025 was Donald Trump's blueprint to seize unchecked power within the federal government and restrict Americans' freedoms. And he is implementing it right in front of our eyes. I have a meeting today with Russ Vaught, he of the Project 25 fame, to determine which of the many Democrat agencies, most of which are public scam, he recommends to be cut, and whether or not these cuts will be temporary or permanent. I can't believe the radical left Democrats gave me this unprecedented opportunity. They are not stupid people, or maybe this is their way of wanting to quietly and quickly make America great again. Hit the like button for this game. Hit the like button for this game. What's happening, man? All right. Another nigga in the news. Shout out to PJ Washington, man. PJ Washington. I knew that bitch was not cool with that 5 bands, man. I knew she was not cool with that 5,500, man. I knew it, man. I knew some shit was, I knew it. I told y'all she wanted 50. I was off by 15. I told you she wanted 50. I told you she wanted 50 bands. I was off by 50. I was off by 15. I told you she wanted 50 bands. I said it. I said this bitch wanted 50 bands. She wanted 50 bands. She wanted 50 bands. I was off by 15. I need 35 bands a month. 35 bands. She need 35 bands. She need 35 bands. Shout out PJ Washington. I wonder, can a judge reverse it? Can he reverse it? Shout out PJ Washington though, man. I was responding to a comment on, somebody left a comment and somebody said my vocabulary said I cuss too much. Somebody said I cuss too much on YouTube. They said you cuss too much and your vocabulary is limited. So I was like, yeah, I know. My vocabulary is limited and it's holding me back. I'm shrouded in great ignorance. Hit the like button for this game. She's been married and divorced since then. That was a fake marriage, though. That wasn't even a real marriage. To Kevin Gates, that was fake. That wasn't real. That was like a play. I think they was running a play. I think they was doing a content play right there. You know what I'm saying? But, man, shout out PJ, man. I know he wished he hadn't fucked her raw. I know he wished that. He probably love his son, though, but, you know. Let's see what she said. Brittany wants the court to increase P.J. Washington's child support payments to her, saying in a new filing this week that $5,500 a month is not enough. How is 5 bands not enough? How is 5 bands not enough? How is 5 bands not enough? Renner made her case to the judge in documents asking for at least 35 bands a month in order to raise their 4-year-old son in a manner suitable to a kid with such a rich father. She claimed in the docs that the NBA player first agreed on 5 bands a month. She claimed in the docs when she and the NBA player first agreed on 5 band number, they lived together. So while you living together, it was agreed upon 5 bands a month. But things have drastically changed. He got a $90 million contract. Things have drastically changed since she and the toddler moved to California late last year. Renner says she cannot afford the high cost of living given to current child support orders. How can you can get an apartment out here for 2 bands a month? You can get an apartment out here for 2 bands a month. She added that Washington exercising less than half of the visitation time he is entitled to. She is now struggling to make ends meet. How is you struggling to make ends meet and you got millions of followers on Instagram? Her constant need for fame is hurting her. My peoples in the league tell me the lawyers just play her videos about trapping NBA players and the case closed. She fucked herself. My people's in the league. Oh, shit. Maxwell, the headline stories like this are encouraging more guys to remain single. Hey, man, you shouldn't fuck demons raw, bro. I don't understand how niggas, you see a bitch. You see this bitch is a demon. I don't know how niggas do this. You looking right at this bitch, right? You looking right at her. You can see that she's a demon, right? Now, I know that you want raw pussy. You want the raw pussy feeling. I know you want the raw pussy feeling. I know you like, man, I just want to fuck this bitch raw. But you know she a demon. Her motive is money. You know this. You looking right at it. Why would you fuck her raw and bust nuts in her? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you fuck her raw as the 11th nigga? You the 11th nigga. Even if you was the first nigga, why would you fuck her raw and bust nuts in her? But being the 11th nigga, fuck the being the first nigga. Being the 11th nigga and you know it. You done seen this bitch with at least 10 known motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna fuck her raw. And I know that it seemed like it defeat the purpose. It's like, man, I became wealthy and famous and I can't just fuck bitches raw. That's what I got wealthy and famous for, so I can fuck bitches raw. But it ain't really no such thing as safely fucking bitches raw. Whether you rich or poor, ain't no safety in fucking bitches raw. A lot of different bitches raw. There's no safety. It's an illusion. Hit the like button for this game. I appreciate that. What's that? $20. Red Jet Shell. Limited vocabulary. So sagacious, purient, duplicitous, with pulchritude makes your vocabulary limited. So you cuss too much. But people want brutal honesty, right? How about you illiterates hit that like? I'm done. I appreciate that, Red Jet Shell. I get them kind of comments all the time, man. It's a lot of people, man, that just, you know. It's a lot of people just, it's a lot of people that just really, they just don't like me saying bitch like that. It just hurt their feelings, man, when I be calling bitches bitches. When I be saying bitch this, bitch that, it just really hurt. It really hurt their feelings, man. Motherfuckers be really in their feelings, man. Motherfuckers be like, ooh, he said bitch. Ooh, he said bitch again. He said bitch again. Speaking of bitch, Too Short was at the Blue Note in Hollywood. Too Short was at the Blue Note in Hollywood. I would have went to go see him, man. I done went to go see him and tried to book him for the podcast. I ain't gonna even lie, man. Too Short was at the Blue Note. Technobility. Game quote of the day. Ain't no safety in fucking bitches raw. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was a relevant statement myself when I said it. I was like, man, because it's not, man. And see, that's the cold part of the game. It's a lot of niggas. That's a lot of niggas goal though. It's a lot of niggas like, I want to be the nigga so I can fuck all these bitches raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no nigga. No, nigga, it ain't not. You can't do that. It ain't no. There is no. There, you know. You better vet your bitches well, because your bitch will take you to hell. You understand me? You better vet your bitches well, because your bitch can. Gumbino, I appreciate that $5. You better vet your bitches well. On Cash App, you better vet your bitches well, because your bitch can and will take you to hell. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to tell y'all, there's a lot of game in, you know, when you meet a bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? When you meet a bad bitch, let a bitch know you interested in her, that you like her. I'm interested in you. I like you. You know what I'm saying? I want to fuck. I want to fuck. I like you. But hold up, though. Hold up. Hold up. I want to fuck, but hold up. And figure out what make a bitch tick. If you slow the game down, you can see if a bitch is good or evil. You can see it. You can see it. If you just take, you wanting to fuck fast off the table. And don't even imagine yourself fucking without a hat. Don't even imagine that. Don't even imagine that. It's a lot of bitches out there that's like, they don't want to even fuck without a hat. There's a lot of bitches out there that's like, it ain't fucking if you use a hat. You ain't even really fucking if you use a hat. Fuck what them bitches talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you slow the game down, you can always see. You can see right on the other side of all her facades and shit, all of her makeup and weave and wig and fingernails and, you know what I'm saying, all her rhetoric or whatever. You can see right on the other side of that, you can see what kind of bitch you dealing with. What kind of bitch is this? You can see it. And then you can make a good decision and be like, I can't fuck with you, bitch. You take thirsty off the table. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Some bitches get very nervous when you do that to them, because they know you way different. They get unnerved if you do that to them. You know what I'm saying? And they might try to they'll try to say you weird for slowing the game down. You know what I'm saying? Because other niggas don't do that. Other niggas is like, I'm trying to fuck right now. I'm trying to fuck. Shout out to all you niggas that's down to fuck a bitch raw that you just met the first night. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of y'all niggas out there. There's a lot of them niggas. She look good. Her feet are pretty. I'm fucking raw. I'm down to fuck raw. Hit the like button for this guy. Did they? What's going on with my guy? Hold up, let me see right quick. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's going up. It's going up, y'all. It's going up. It's happening. Oh shit. Diddy Gate. Diddy Gate. We're waiting. Diddy Gate. Hold up. Let me see. Diddy Gate. It's Diddy Gate. Visionary star. Yeah. Yeah. Techno melody. Big Charles, I'm with Musk on this one, yeah. They throw it at you, yeah. Yeah. They throw it at you. Michael Thomas in the building. Oh my goodness. Diddy sentencing is at hand. How long I been on here, man? I feel like an hour. Oh, an hour and 20 minutes. Diddy sentencing. It's going up, man. What if Diddy walk out the building? That'd be, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be happy for him. I'll be like, hell yeah, Diddy did that. Diddy walked out. Diddy time served. Diddy walk out and be like, I like to thank God. I like to thank for my family. All my people. Ooh. I'm gonna get back dedicated to making music. We're gonna get back to making music. We're gonna get back to making music and put Bad Boy back on top. It's all good. It was a hell of an experience. Thank the Most High. I'm gonna go home and take some time with my family. I'm gonna go spend some time with my family. Hit the like button for this guy. I learned a lot. I renewed my relationship with God. We do not need Puffy, as freaky as he is. We need Diddy and hip hop, as freaky as he is. I do not wish prison on folks, but I don't feel shit for that nigga. He'll be alright. Then he gonna come out the car house, Harlem shaking. Harlem shaking. Oh, they got the microphone set up. Harlem shaking. Harlem shaking. You gonna come out Harlem shaking. Diddy. Let's see, man. American tradesmen. We need folks to share this stream, support him, hit that button. Okay, yeah. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe, man. We need all the love, man. We need the love for sure. All right, let me see. Let me see. Let's do another nigga in the news right quick while we waiting for Diddy. I feel like the Diddy finna happen. I feel like the Diddy shit finna happen. More of these big media companies giving bags to black podcaster. We need the fiddler back. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I've been thinking, man, I'm finna start going super duper hard, man. I feel like I gotta step up the intensity. You know what I'm saying? To another level. I'm starting to feel like I need to stream every day type shit. I need to do a podcast every day. You know. I feel like Star be doing a podcast every day. Pain, I appreciate that. Diddy gonna get like 7 years. That's how you feel, James? I got 5. I think he gonna get 5. 7 is too much. Carl Kaz, I appreciate that. Let me see how much you blessed me with, man. Cash App. Carl Cat. Oh, man, $70, man. I appreciate that, man. God bless you, man. Shit. I appreciate that. $70, man. 100. That keep us going like a motherfucker, man. Shit. That keep a nigga going, man. God bless you, man. God bless you. Hell yeah, man. Everybody who ordered BossMack streetwear, man, your shit is on the way. Your shit is on the way. Depending on how much of a bag you want, you should do Twitch too. Yeah, I'm looking into that, man. Yeah, I'm finna get on Twitch, man. I've been fucking around, man. I gotta do that, man. I'm gonna have to switch from OBS to StreamYard. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do a tutorial on StreamYard, figure out how to use that, and then yeah, man, I gotta start going out on Twitch, man. I gotta start going up on Twitch. I wonder if Twitch will let me cuss though, if they're gonna be shut me down for cussing and shit. Hit the like button for that guy. Bring Ash back. She leveling up with Dijon. Yeah, man. She said she gonna come through, but you know, Ash Bash got a lot on her plate though, man. You know, she got 3 kids. She got a store. You know, with Dijon. You know, Dijon is more in her lane as far as with the music scene and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. She hit me up the other day. I gotta see. We gonna see, man. We gotta see. I might bring in another bitch though, man. I'm thinking about bringing in this other bitch though. I gotta see, man. I got a bitch similar to Ash Bash. Very similar. You know. She might be able to do kind of good. We're gonna see. Hit the like button for this guy. Alright, let me see. They taking long to give Diddy his issue. I figured they would just come right in. I guess they doing speeches. I think they doing speeches or something. You can cuss as much as you want on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it going, man. I think maybe this weekend, man. Pay BossMack question. Should I make it known to bitches that I'm engaged on social media because I don't post her? I don't have any side bitches and I don't need any. But if they want to play a role, should I let them? I mean, keeping it 100 has always set you free, bro. Keeping it 100 always set you free, man. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it 100 with bitches will always set you free. Advertising that you married on IG, finna get married. I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you show the bitch, I feel like, see, a lot of niggas, man, I think a lot of niggas be nervous to show bitches on IG, man. And I think if you show bitches, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, you know. I appreciate that $20. I feel like if you show bitches, it's a good thing. You show the bitch, then they know it's bitches. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like showing the bitch is good enough. I don't like letting it be known this is we engaged to be married on this date. I don't, you might not have to do all of that. But you could just show the bitch and just say, you know, maybe this is my fiance or whatever, or, you know. And, you know, if bitches like you, they like you, bro. Like, it's bitches out there that'll be like, you know, you already know, man, there's bitches out there that'll be like, you know, I don't want no nigga in my face all the time. It be some bitches out there that's like, you know, they want a nigga to be like having some shit to do. You know what I'm saying? And just see you every now and then. It's bitches out there like that. You know what I'm saying? When you keep it 100, man, miracles happen. You know, sneaky shit be like, having negative sneaky, you can get away with sneaky shit too though, but that's when bitches really be finding ways to be mad, is off the you trick me type shit. You know, bitch be on some, he tricked me, he lied. Keep it 100. Hey man, I got some favorite. I got my favorite acronym from. I got my favorite acronym from Machiavelli. My favorite acronym. This acronym is save you from a lot of shit, right? CAI. CAI from Machiavelli. CAI. Courage, audacity, and intelligence. Go a long, 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 long way. Courage, audacity, and intelligence. You could just the courage to tell a bitch, hey man, I got a main bitch, but you know I'm open to side bitches. I'm not sexual deviant, trying to fuck all the bitches. I'm just, you know, I just recognize that, you know, I need to have 2 or 3 bitches in rotation. You know what I'm saying? Practicing responsible sexual habits and shit. You know, we can all get tested and make sure everybody is disease free, all that shit, you know. Courage to say it, the audacity to say it, and present it, intelligently presented case. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, go a long, long way. A bitch be like, I can't believe he just told me that. He just told me, oh my God, he just told me. And then, you know, a bitch will look around at the field. A bitch will look around at the field of available niggas. She look around at the field of available niggas, and it's a deficit. The deficit in niggas is remarkable. It's just like, goddamn, it ain't no old niggas. Especially in Milwaukee, man. Oh my God, bro. Milwaukee, man. When you move to Milwaukee, bro, you should have, bro. Out here, even out here, even out here, even out here. But Milwaukee, Jesus Christ, bro. Milwaukee is crazy, bro. It's no, man. Milwaukee, it's rare for a nigga to have a job. It's rare for a nigga to have a legitimate job in Milwaukee, man. That's rare. That's some crazy shit to say. It's rare for a nigga to have a legitimate job in Milwaukee. So if you got a legitimate job, you got house, car, and all that shit, man, you should be able to just... You should be able to have it your way, bro. Like, you should really be able to just be like, look here, man. These are the terms. Take it or leave that shit, man. These are the terms. These are the terms, bitch. These are the terms, man. This is the package that I can offer you. Hit the like button for this game. All right. Another nigga in the news before this Diddy shit. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, man. What's gonna happen with these bitches, man? What's gonna happen, man? These bitches is going into darkness. These bitches... Wait, first of all, let me do this nigga right here. This nigga Ray J. I'm trying to understand what's wrong with Ray J. Why Ray J fucking with these bitches right here? With this giant bag and lawyers and shit. Why is Ray J... TMZ reported that Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are suing Ray J for defamation after he claimed they were being investigated for RICO. Ray J says the feds are building a major RICO against Kim Kardashian and her mother Kris Jenner, and explains that the RICO is worse than Diddy. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Why would he poke the bear? He poking the bear, bro. He poking the bear. Even if that was true, why would you say that about them? I feel like Ray J is just jealous he didn't become... It seemed like him fucking Kim Kardashian on tape all them years ago, it just left him with nothing, and she became a billionaire. She became a billionaire, and he was left with nothing. So now she finna finish him off. She finna finish him off. She could strip him down to poverty. She could strip Ray J down to poverty. She could strip Ray J to poverty. Ray J can be stripped down to poverty. Ray J had to file bankruptcy and just live in a regular apartment. Mr. Bogart and this motherfucker. All right, another nigga in the news. Let's talk about this bitch right here, man. This bitch. These bitches. These bitches is entering darkness. Cardi B, these bitches is in darkness. Dear Papa Perk, I'm sorry that your mommy haven't cut you a birthday cake for the past 3 days because she can't take my success or happiness. One day you're going to grow up, and I hope you understand when a girl says no, she means no. So I guess that's talking about her husband having a rape case and her brother having a pedophile case. And I hope you can overcome the pedophilia blood you inherited from your grandfather, father, and uncle. Please don't hate me when you grow up because your mommy rather give me more attention than she gives you. Hopefully when somebody that really cares about her puts her in rehab and she get the help she needs, she'll come out and read you a book. These bitches is venom. These is venom bitches. Then Nicki Minaj. Dear Culture. They just addressing each other kids. Dear Culture. Truth is, I did all this for a bigger purpose, and one day you'll understand. You're a cute child, and lots of kids have cute little funny looking gums before they grow into their into all of their features. One day you'll see this. So I have to say I apologize as a child of God and queen of my community who look at me for integrity. You're an innocent child and don't deserve any of this. One day your mother, aunt, and many more will be brought to their knees for what they said and tried to do to my young prophet, beautiful boy. Take care, darling. These bitches is venom. These bitches. And then Cardi comes back. Don't give my child no backhand apology. Keep my child name out your mouth because I'm going to always take you where you don't want to go about mine. Honest truth, this going back and forth about kids is really draining my energy. I don't want to keep mentioning kids. It feels very nasty and dark. The energy you keep giving my kids, I'm going to resend it back to the messenger. These bitches just need to link up and squabble. Soon as Cardi have her baby, she need to rest up for about 2 weeks and then go find that bitch and they just squabble. They just need to squabble, man. It's just too much. They need to squabble. Get it out your system, man. Get it out your system with a good squabble, you know what I'm saying? I seen this Nicki Minaj Kai Sinai right here.
I still got the juice, bitch, bite a
Nikki, you just tried to kick me in my face? I thought we was teammates. Good fit today. Hey, you smell good. What you got on?
Pink Friday too.
Look how I did that. Pink Friday! Why you making that face?
I'll do what the fuck I want.
Okay, you right. Type shit. Okay, can you explain to the people?
I still got the juice, bitch, bite a
Nikki, you just tried to kick me in my face? I thought we was teammates. Good fit today. Hey, you smell good. What you got on?
Pink Friday too.
Look how I did that. Pink Friday! Why you making that face?
I'll do what the fuck I want.
Okay, you right. Type shit. Okay.
Nikki can't show her ass. You notice that? You notice she can't show her
Can you
ass?
explain to the people?
She can't show her ass.
I still got the juice, bitch. Bite a
Nikki, Nikki, you just tried to kick me in my face? I thought we was teammates. Good fit today. Hey, you smell good. What you got on?
Pink Friday too.
Look how I did that. Pink Friday! Why you making that face?
I'll do what the fuck I want.
Okay.
You know what? He should have said, bitch, you ain't got to be on here. Why you acting weird, bitch? He should be like, bitch, you are weird. Bitch, you tried to kick me. See, she would say some different shit if he said that. If he was like, bitch, you tried to kick me. Right here, like right here.
You right. Type shit. Okay, can you explain to the people?
I still got the juice, bitch. Bite a
Nikki.
Bitch, why you try to kick me? What the fuck I do to you? And see, it would have been a different energy. It would have been a different energy in the room. Bitch, why you looking like that? And then her husband would have went crazy. I guess her husband is somewhere off the camera, so he would have went crazy. And then my security would have came in and folded him up right quick. You feel me? Like, bitch. See, it would have been viral. Bitch, you could get the fuck off the stream, bitch. That's why you can't show your ass, bitch. So you gotta say real shit to a bitch. That's why you can't show your ass, because your ass is fucked up, dump truck ass bitch. Get this bitch out of here, man. See, he really could do that. Kai Sinai really could do that. He really could do that. He really could be like, bitch, you tried to kick. Bitch, why you try to kick me? Why you making all these weird ass faces, bitch? I invited you on here in good spirits, bitch. Her husband would have went crazy over there. Her husband would have went crazy with my security come fold him up, right? Well, what? Square off in this motherfucker. The zoo was there. The zoo was right there for show. Hey, man, I got my security too, man. We all ignorant. Fuck it. Let's go. Motherfuckers, man. We all could die. Everybody could die. Everybody could die. Nobody is invincible and shit. See, I would have suspected that before the zoo. I'd have had my security there too. I gotta have my security. She got her security. Okay, we gonna try to do this. Soon as this bitch disrespect me, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I would have anticipated that. She gonna act crazy. She gonna say some crazy shit to me. She gonna do something. We gotta be ready. We going viral today. Because this is live. We going viral. We going viral. We gonna have a shootout in this motherfucker because of this bitch. Not backing down. Fuck it. We gonna do this, man. As soon as she do some stupid shit, we gonna do a demo in here. Shout out Nikki though, you know. Still Diddy watch. Still Diddy watch. Nothing has come through yet. Let me see. Okay, let's see what Law and Order talking about.
Things that came out as we're leading up to this sentencing, all of those letters from the inmates, people who have spent time with Sean Combs, that he changed their lives. Can you just summarize a little bit about what those letters were like? The judge may consider them, but what is the scene like? And just talk to me about those letters too.
Yeah, Jesse, here in the Southern District of New York, it's an interesting scene. Let me just say that. I mean, this is the big day, right? We've all been following.
Shout out Yasmin Christian.
Probably since November of 2023.
Yasmin Christian in the building.
Filed by Cassandra Ventura, who later would go on to testify as the government's star witness in the courthouse right behind me. I mean, we've all been waiting for what's going to happen today, and it shows here. I mean, up and down the streets, we have cameras, we have reporters from everyone. I mean, AP, CNN, Good Morning America, here, Law and Crime. The best of the best are here to see what's going to happen. And across the street from me at the courthouse, there's a pretty sizable crowd, I would say, where people are gathering, reading tweets. I'm sure watching some of our live streams to see what are the updates going on inside of the courthouse. And generally, it's pretty low key, I will say. In the past, when I've been here reporting during the actual trial and the verdict, deliberations, people were rowdy. There was screaming. We've talked about, the baby oil and lube that was thrown around at the courthouse. I have not seen that yet today. So far, it's pretty low key. But again, we're still so early, only about an hour into the hearing. The next question you had for me, Jesse, was about some of the letters. And this is pretty interesting, right? Of course, we're going to hear from both sides. We've talked a bit about Mia and Cassandra Ventura, or Cassie, who brought forth the letters. Mia has a bit of controversy today, but some people who say, yeah, I was abused all at the hands of Sean P. Diddy Combs. But then, of course, something we've seen really as a through line throughout this entire case is that P. Diddy does have a lot of support. I mean, people, the court of public opinion, rather, sometimes say P. Diddy's canceled. But then when you take a look at his family, who has consistently been showing up for him in court, his supporters, his friends, I mean, there's a lot. And these letters are saying, Sean Diddy Combs changed my life. He's been a supportive father figure, or a father. He's been a very good person, not only in the way of a businessman, but he has shown positive changes. There has been reform. He's been in jail at Brooklyn MDC for, more than a year now at this point, and he has changed. He's sober. He's better. He's learned his lesson, and he shouldn't have a lengthy sentence, to be handed down today. So it is interesting to hear from people who say, yeah, Diddy, he should face X amount of years, more than a decade behind bars, when there are some who say, he should be let out pretty soon.
By the way,
look at all the good footage of Diddy. They got all the good footage.
So thank you so much, Christina. Thank you for your support. Do we know if Kanye is present today? Kanye West appeared during the course of this trial. Is he present today?
Kanye did show up that one day, right? Elizabeth Milner saw him here in the flesh. I have not seen Kanye today. I mean, I guess it's still possible. Anything's possible, right? He could waltz down. This is, a court of the United States. He could go in, maybe get in an overflow room. But I have not seen Kanye West here today. There's still time.
There's still time, and you're going to be there. Elizabeth's there. Okay, I have to get into some updates from the court. Tyler, I'll start with you. This is interesting, because look what we're trying to do. We're trying to see if the judge is giving us signs of what his sentence will be.
Oh, treachery.
So the judge said earlier on
treachery.
That Sean Combs has challenged his factual guilt full-throatedly and has even done so after the trial. Judge says there was Jules and Paul and Cabral, Jules, Reggie, and Rico. Again, I think he's referring to these, purported sex workers. As to coercion, when something, if voluntarily, it is uncompelled, that is from Black's Law Dictionary. It's a broad concept. The threat to release videos into Jane's home, that's coercion. Mr. Combs says he was paying for time, not sex. That is contradicted by reality. He has not expressed remorse for transporting people for prostitution. Combs has challenged his guilt full-throatedly, including after trial. By the way, I don't think I've ever said that word in my life. Just put that aside. Mr. Combs wants to apply the 0-point offender provision from 2023, but 2024 on other issues. That is not possible under Second Circuit's one-book rule. Mr. Combs objects to the $5,000 assessment under the statute because there are no victims. That is denied. I have the forfeiture order. Is this your signature, Mr. Combs? Combs replies in court, yes, sir. Mr. Steele, this is Sean Combs' defense attorney, one of them. Did you review it? Combs' attorney, Tony Garagos, goes, I did. Judge says, I incorporate the order into the judgment in this case. Judge says, all remaining objections are overruled. Combs' attorney, Tony Garagos, says, although you say some points don't impact your sentence, it might impact his eligibility for
who is Jim Jules
categorization if you impose an incarceratory.
I gotta say, who is that? Jim Jules. Jim Jules. Let me see. Jim Jules.
Legalese. Then there's a question about what they want to preserve for appeal. The judge says, I'll hear from the government. The government says, I'd like to respond after the defense as well. Today is about accountability and justice. For 15 years, the victims' lives have been shattered by abuse and exploitation. I say all of that, Tyler, and that was a lot, but I say all of that. It seems to me, goes back to something we talked about earlier. The judge is making very clear that these are serious federal crimes and that there were victims here. And the fact that he's basically interpreting that Sean Combs doesn't show remorse for this or doesn't accept that he actually did wrong, I mean, I think that seems to be what he might be suggesting. That might not be good for Sean Combs.
No, not at all. It seems like the judge is putting it out there that Mr. Combs is not accepting accountability here, that he's challenging the facts of his guilt, even despite him being convicted of those charges.
Mr. Organic.
That Mr. Combs really should be accepting some more accountability in his filings. I understand that his defense lawyers are arguing to try to get him on the lower end of the sentencing guidelines, but that seems to be right now backfiring with the court because the judge has said that he's viewing this as him full-throttedly, I believe, challenging any responsibility for his actions, whether it's coercion versus paying for time. And it seems like Mr. Combs, his team, should really take the hint here and try to roll some things back when it's their time to argue. And I think Mr. Combs is going to fall on that sword. We've already heard about his letter. I'm pretty sure his words to the court would be more so accepting accountability and not challenging the facts.
Yeah, so he's not going to receive any adjustment to his sentence based on him accepting responsibility based on this. Alexis,
send me her IG. I can't find her IG.
Really hammering home.
Hit the like button for this guy.
Prosecutor Slavic says this is not just a case about freak-offs and hotel rooms. This is about victims, hard about a man who did horrible things to other people. His currency was control. He weaponized it. All of the 3553 factor point to at least 135 months. The defense accuses us of seeking 135
full-throatedly.
months. The court splits the difference.
I heard that too.
Probation's recommendation of 60 months does not account sufficiently for the harm to Cassie and Jim. Remember, they were asking for about 7 years, the probation department.
But a bitch got 20 million.
I mean, look, this is the prosecution.
A bitch got 20 million, $30 million, man. Come on, man.
But they're saying, even though he was acquitted of the most serious charges that could have seen him spend 20 years to life in prison, racketeering and sex trafficking, even though he was acquitted of that, it can't be overshadowed what he was convicted of.
I agree with the prosecutor, and I think that the court is also agreeing with that based on what they have been saying, that we do have victims that were severely damaged
Jim the
in
Jewel,
this case,
okay.
and that asking for basically a walk away. I mean, the defense is asking for time served, more or less. And I don't think that the judge is leaning, based on what you just read, towards that at all. The prosecution is correct. People were victimized in this case. There was testimony, and he was convicted related to that.
Tyler, the prosecutor says the defendant tries to argue this is just sex, drugs, and rock and roll lifestyle. And by the way, when they say the defendant, they also mean the arguments that were put forward by his defense attorneys in filings leading up to the sentencing. But this is a case about transportation for prostitution and violence. The defendant admitted to the violence at trial. The defendant's respect for the law is lip service. you know, that's a key component of this, which I wonder if the judge is going to consider here. That it's not just one isolated moment of transporting a sex worker across state lines to have a girlfriend have sex with that person. That it was the amount of times that this was done. And now, based on what the judge said earlier on, he may be considering the violent tendencies that Sean Combs engaged in as a characteristic, as a symptom of the transportation to engage in prostitution. Are you thinking right now that Sean Combs could get 5 years, 7 years, 11 years?
My prediction is 3 to 7. I think that the government asking for north of 11 is high. I mean, they have overcharged this entire case. I think the defense asking for 14 months is extremely low. And I think the probation recommendation for 7 is a little bit more of an independent view of it with using the sentencing guidelines. And I think the judge should somewhat split the baby. And I think the judge will give some weight to the acts of violence, but the judge can't overrule the jury who acquitted him on the most serious charges. So I don't think this will be a situation where the judge lays a heavy hand down with the violence for charges that Mr. Combs was acquitted of, but he's certainly not going to ignore it.
I told you that this was an unpredictable day. I didn't know this.
Cassie crying she wasn't a willing participant.
And Sierra, I didn't hear this, maybe you did, just said Mr. Combs has booked speaking engagements for Miami for next week. That is the height of hubris. He did this for 15 years. He was responsible for transporting many escorts. That's a lot of freak-offs and a lot of hotel nights. He knew it was illegal.
Did he book some shit for next week?
Because that would signify he thinks he's getting out, if that's true.
I did not know this either, Jesse. I mean, I'm very shocked.
Did he book some shit for next week?
I guess as you're going through, I'm reading this update in the same time that you are, and I'm thinking the math isn't quite mathing for me though, because if he was arrested on September 16th of last year, you know, it's early October, we aren't quite at the 13-month threshold, and his team is asking for 14 months. So then if they're asking for the 14 months, it doesn't make sense if he was to book this in Miami for next week. Is that showing that he's very confident he's going to get out even in less than that 14 months? I mean, I'm shocked by this news.
I'm curious what the defense's response to that will be, that allegation. One more thing, Sierra. We have a poll up that says, do you think Diddy will speak publicly after sentencing? So that's assuming, of course, that he gets time served and is let out immediately, which we don't believe is going to happen because he still has to be processed from the MDC. But the poll says 38% say yes through a lawyer, 32% say yes immediately, 30% say no. The question I have to you is, have you heard anything about what we can expect post-sentencing? What the scene is going to be like afterwards? Do we know if there's going to be any press conferences from either attorneys, prosecutors, defense attorneys, victims, anybody? Is there anything set up outside the courthouse for that?
You know, it's interesting that you say that, Jesse, because right before you tossed to me,
you know what? Somebody sent me some info for Jim the Jewels before. Somebody sent me this bitch before to book this bitch.
Camera, you know, I'm coming to you live. Across the street, though, we're taking a look at it right now. We have that camera completely set up. Now, there's always that podium there every time I've been here in New York, just kind of ready to go, whatever.
Motherfuckers really like this bitch.
So I guess there's a couple of answers for this. Number one, do I think that P. Diddy, whenever he's sentenced, you know, whenever he himself has the availability to speak, will he? Yes, I personally do think that. I mean, we know Diddy. We know he's pretty charismatic. We know he has, you know, his story about everything, and I'm sure he wants to share his feelings about all of it after keeping relatively quiet. I mean, he didn't testify, of course. They didn't call any witnesses for the defense. I know Diddy's going to want to talk. Will it be today? I'm thinking probably not. I guess we'll wait and see. However, for the defense and prosecution, I would not be surprised if we have some sort of press conference after all of this. Again, we are ready to go if that does happen. I haven't heard anything definitively. I think a lot of it depends on what sort of sentence is handed down, but we're definitely ready for it.
Or if he's going to be speaking in Miami. I mean, Alexis, that is...
I'm going to reach out.
I mean, Alexis, that says something, doesn't it?
I'm gonna reach
Well, it
out.
says that he appears to continue to think
You
he's
like
above
that,
the
bitch?
law,
You
that he
subscribe to
can
her
just,
OnlyFans?
basically get away with these crimes, not have to serve any additional time, and go on his merry way. And I do agree.
Turkish, you subscribe to her OnlyFans? You subscribe to her OnlyFans? She got OnlyFans on here. She a OnlyFans bitch. Let me see. I guess she a OnlyFans bitch. I'm gonna reach out and see what the ticket is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reach out and see what's up with it. You know.
Regard to sentencing.
Well, I wonder if I'm totally off by this.
After the
Tyler.
show today,
Could
I'm
the
gonna
defense
reach out
use
and
this
see
to
what's
their
up with
advantage?
it.
And hey, listen, this is very consistent with what Sean Combs has been saying in his letter. You know, that he's been doing good on the inside, speaking to inmates, trying to better their lives. There's nothing he can change about the past.
I heard Diddy
It's all
took
about
over
his
the
future.
jail. I heard Diddy
Yeah,
the
he's
boss
got a
of the
speaking
jail right
engagement in
now.
Miami because he wants to warn people. He wants to educate people. You know, he talks
See,
about how his
all
life
on
will
the
never be the
internet
same
for
after he's
free,
been in the
BossMack.
MDC. Maybe they're going to own up to it. Am I totally off by thinking that?
I don't think you're off at all. And I don't think the judge is really going to give that too much weight. I mean, every defendant wants to be free. Mr. Combs wants to be free. And he booked a speaking engagement. For all we know, he could be speaking to children about staying away from a life of crime, staying away from drugs and excessive lifestyle, as he said. Now, the prosecution is clearly going to say this is a man who has ego that's beyond, human nature, and he expects to walk out of jail immediately. But I don't see there really being any much to this. It's really a nothing burger. I think the facts are what the facts are. The sentencing guidelines are what they are. And I think the judge is smart enough to stay on track when both sides try to pull him one way or the other.
Hey, Tyler, can the judge ask Sean Combs, like if Sean Combs provides a statement to court? And
I saw
it
that,
echoes
what
a
she
lot of
did,
what
the
he's saying.
organic.
Say,
I saw that.
Mr. Combs, can I ask you about this booking engagement? Can he ask
I saw
questions
that.
to him during the course of this sentencing?
But it's a judge's courtroom. He can ask questions.
Interesting.
Yeah, I saw her trip
Alexis,
out on Mr.
update from
Organic.
court, Prosecutor Slavic says even in cases that decline to apply the cross-reference, significant sentences are handed down, including in this district. I guess the bigger question here, Alexis, is what realistically could his sentence be if he was acquitted of the more serious charges? If you couple transportation to engage in prostitution, if he was convicted of racketeering conspiracy, he was convicted
Diddy
of sex
got some
trafficking
more killers
and
on the
transportation
team
to
now.
engage in prostitution, that's an enhancer, that's an aggravator, it's part of an overall story. But it goes to this idea also, like, there are people who say he wouldn't have been prosecuted if all the government had was prostitution.
Now I will say that if they become aware that he have like a powerful influence in jail, if he moving shit around in jail, they gonna know about that. That might affect his sentencing. That might affect it. They might be like, nigga, you in there as a boss. You in there being a boss in the penitentiary. You calling shot. Cause he calling shots in the penitentiary for sure. I mean, in the MDC in there, he calling enough shots.
So, which he did, admit in the public that he did do that. There was that whole video where he was responding to, the video in the hallway at the hotel, which was one of the things that the judge did look at and consider with whether he was going to release him post-conviction. So, I mean, when they're saying that, like you were saying, the crossover, that the fact that he was acquitted doesn't take away from some of the allegations supporting that violent aspect.
Now they're talking about comparable cases and all that. Here's my question, Tyler. You remember the apology video? Remember his apology video that he put forward?
Hold on, let me see something right quick. They taking long. I wonder what they doing in there. Let me see if we get some updates over here. Let's see. Ain't even trending. Ain't even trending. That's crazy. It ain't even trending.
I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
I ain't even used to
I went and I
hearing this
sought out
nigga talk
professional
no
help.
more.
I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry.
He shouldn't have did
I'm
this.
committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
He shouldn't have did this.
I'm truly sorry.
Now, Tyler, I'm no psychologist. I can't read Sean Combs' mind, but I can tell you what the law is. And here's the problem. Here's the problem, okay? Problem is, if you listen to what the prosecution presented during the course of the trial, he committed crimes or allegedly committed crimes after that video. I mean, what was found in his hotel room when he was ultimately arrested in New York? Evidence of freak-offs or wild king nights or whatever you want to call it. There are people who looked at that video and said, I don't believe it. I don't believe he's sincere. So if we're talking about what he can say, what he can do in court to really fight for his life after he's already been convicted, are there lessons from that video? Is that video going to play a role here? What do you take away from it, Tyler?
I think the video will play a role. It's out there and it's in the public domain, and Mr. Combs has said that, and he's essentially saying the same thing now in his letter to the court, where he apologized, take responsibility, said that he's rehabilitated himself. He's in jail doing the right thing now. And I think the judge is going to make a decision that takes all of that into consideration. Now, he has been in jail for 14 months. He just went on trial for his life. So this has not been a cakewalk for him. And being
Nigga been in jail for a year.
And so I think the court has a tough call to make here. But I do think that
Did he been in jail for a year?
Him having an impact on their lives, I do think that the judge is going to say he has some redeeming value in the future of his life, but that doesn't mean that he escapes responsibility. There has to be some sort of accountability, and I think the court is going to be very aware of that in the sentence that they hand down.
Nah, you know what? I don't think Diddy walking today, man.
He walks out immediately after being processed.
We got a poll up. How are you feeling as we wait? 52% say here for the drama, 22% say anxious, 17% say hopeful, and 9% say angry. I think that's a good kind of, summary of the feelings of this case. Alexis, how much can a defendant's statements in court affect a sentence when there is no pro forma sentence? There is no mandatory, this is life in prison. It really doesn't matter what anyone says. There's a lot of room here. There's a lot of discretion. How much does it matter? How much does it affect what the defendant says?
Well, first, if I was taking the poll, I'd have to say
The
I'm
Fed shut down.
And secondly,
What do the Fed shut down mean? What do that actually mean, though? What do that actually mean? What do the Fed shut down actually mean?
That he's making, as well as
what does that actually mean?
From the inmates, I'm not buying what they're selling with the letters from the inmates. I have a concern that those letters were made because these inmates possibly think that when they get out, there'll be some benefit to them, making that once Diddy is out. So I'm not buying what they're saying.
What does the Fed shutdown actually mean? What services are shut down? I know that they said that TSA got to keep working without getting paid, so it ain't gonna be no TSA agent. TSA agents gonna be calling off work, so it's gonna be flight delays. But what else does it mean when the Fed shut down? When the federal government shuts down, all federal services shut down except essential services. Okay. So what's non-essential services? What's the example of non-essential services? It seems like TSA is an essential service, but they're not gonna be getting paid no more. What does that mean? What does that mean? Let me see right quick. Hold on. Let me see what that means right quick. Let me see. We still on Diddy Watch. We still on Diddy Watch. Okay. National parks, museums, and monuments, federal agencies, EPA, HUD, NASA, etc. Permits and reviews and research may all halt. Passports, visas, small business administration loans, IRS tax returns, audits may be delayed. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers are furloughed, unpaid. Contractors like janitors, okay, all right. Food and workplace safety inspections, federal research projects and grants. Hit the like button, but that's gay. Some federal workers may be laid off, but still required to come to work. They gonna be torturing motherfuckers. When national parks close, does that mean you can't go in them? You can't go to Yellowstone. You can't go to the park. The park closed. Hit the like button for this guy. All right, let me see. See, I got up Chat GPT.
He was under federal investigation. At trial, they said they owned the violence. Admitting to violence in front of the jury as part of a trial strategy is not accountability. Freak-offs were extended performances of sexual degradation and humiliation. Cassie and Jane did not want to have sex with strangers. He made them do it. Sorry I have to say this, but he had an escort urinate in Cassie's mouth until she choked. Her victim impact statement makes clear she still has nightmares and flashbacks and the scars on her body. Jane's text makes clear her anguish and trauma. Mia said she got PTSD and anxiety. Deontay Nash said he was caused lasting damage.
Congress
Capricorn
still gets
Clark
paid.
says he blacklisted her once she spoke up. Chef Jordan Atkinson wrote how she was impacted. It was real.
So basically, people at the low end of the government suffer. The regular man suffers. So if Congress still get paid, the senators still get paid, and the president get all those people get paid, but the people at the bottom, they don't get nothing. They got to come to work for free. They got to. Yeah, man.
Now, being in prison in jail is going to change you. There's no doubt about that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to change him for the better. You know, he is like you mentioned, Jesse, very charismatic. And, people tend to at least initially like him. So, I mean, I don't know if he's changed. In my opinion, I would say that he's not a changed person. I am not so sure that he's going to move through
Jerry
life
C, I
as this
appreciate that.
quote-unquote saint. But
They will get
proof,
back pay.
we can't have proof. It's not like we can do a lie detector test, and even if you did, that's not admissible as to whether he truly is changed. As well as he may think he's changed, in reality, he's not.
Prosecutor Slavic, he downplays the abuse.
What about the
calling it
Department of
rare. It was
Education?
not rare. Cassie's testimony was that he was violent with her at any time. It was not mutual. You saw no photos of the defendant with injuries. Here's a question for you, Tyler, as we're listening to this. You think the judge has already made up his mind?
I don't think so. I think the judge is really going to do his due diligence and hear both sides here. I think he has an idea where he wants to land, but I think some facts could motivate on how far south or how far north he goes. So I think judges do go to the bench and they listen to both sides and they make a decision that they believe strikes the middle with justice. And that's what their job is to do here, to find justice, which is more than just punishment. It's rehabilitating, it's deterring, and it's also taking in consideration what the victims want, but doing what's the right thing to do. And that's what the judge has to do.
Hey, Sierra, you've been following this case from the beginning. You talked about the supporters outside the courthouse. You've read a lot of these letters that were introduced to the court in anticipation of sentencing from family, from inmates. What is the main theme that you're seeing, the people who support Sean Combs or ask for leniency? What are they saying?
I think the main through line throughout all of this is that Diddy has learned his lesson. And I'm speaking on behalf of these letters of support for P. Diddy, basically saying he knows what he did was wrong. He learned his lesson. He's served his time so far for over the past year at MDC Brooklyn, and he's changed. This was a mistake. He's different now. And of course, talking about all the positive attributes that he has. I mean, there's a reason we're talking about P. Diddy today, because he's famous. And how did he become famous? Well, he was very talented at what he did. He was very charismatic. He was very charming. And I do think that he wooed a lot of people in terms of both the public as a celebrity. People liked to listen to his music or drink his alcohol or wear his clothes. But additionally, the people closest to him too, they say he's a great guy. They say that he is a positive person, that he's a role model. I mean, that video that was submitted, it was interesting to see the positive relationship that he had with his family. And once again, this is something that we've seen consistently at court. All of his family, his mother, his children supporting him. And in that video, there's,
Diddy
images,
watch
of him with his family, showing him being a dad. They're saying he is a dad. He is a good person. They also talked about
D.L.
him
Roberts in the
which is
building.
interesting because he's, been a runner historically in the past, saying that he's dedicated to things that are bigger than himself. And so those letters of support, it's really things like that, saying he has changed. He's not going to do it again. He's a good person and he deserves to be out with his family.
You look at the letter from Sean Combs that was submitted to the court, and maybe something that will be, echoed in his statement to the court. He says, this is to the judge, I ask you for mercy today, not only for my sake, but for the sake of my children. God bless me with 7 beautiful children. I have failed my children.
Diddy got
as a
7
father.
kids.
I just want the opportunity to return home and be the father that they need and deserve. You do wonder if that's going to have an impact on the judge.
7 kids.
We have some questions coming in. Alexis, I go to you. This is from Ambitious One. Assume Combs is sentenced to 5 or 7 years. If an appeal is granted, would bail then be granted based solely on the charges now being under the Mann Act?
So let's say that he is sentenced to a decent amount of time and then the appeal goes up and it is granted. There would most likely be a new trial that would be ordered to happen. And I don't think that the judge, under the circumstance, is going to release him, when when that happens. I think he would still stay incarcerated. It would be potentially the same charges. It's what happens at the appellate level and what the appellate level determines needs to happen. So it's hard to say, but most likely, if he even won the appeal for whatever reason, he would be recharged, or there would be a new trial with the same charges.
Interesting you asked that question. We get great questions from our viewers. But Tyler, got a question now from Trish Lancaster, who asks, could he be retried for the charges he wasn't convicted of if new evidence comes to light?
No, he can't be retried. That's double jeopardy. He's already been acquitted of those charges that he wasn't convicted of, so he won't stand trial for those again.
By the way, great movie.
He can't be charged with those same charges.
You ever see the movie Fracture? Great movie. I encourage everybody to check it out. Talk about double jeopardy and what can be introduced. Just encourage everybody to check it out. It's a really good one. All right. So we have a poll up. What's next for
Trump
Diddy?
could still pardon it. Trump is not doing shit for Diddy.
28% say total cancellation.
Trump ain't doing shit for Diddy. Trump already let it be known. Diddy said negative things about him, and he was like, hey, man. He said negative things about me. I wish I could help him. He already said, Donald already spoke on it.
The fact that majority say who cares is interesting to me, and maybe it's just
Donald Trump is President Petty. You know he's President Petty. He's petty.
Plus all of the federal side of things. But in addition to the other half of the poll, the cancellation, or maybe he'll come quietly. From what I know about Diddy, I don't know of him being quiet. That's not really something that he does. He goes big or he goes home. And in this case, I think that Diddy will want to speak whenever that may be. I don't think he's going to go anywhere quietly. And again, this is just my personal opinion in all of this. But again, why are we talking about Diddy? It's because he is this charismatic celebrity, and he let us inside of his life prior to all of this. I mean, when we're talking about white parties, I remember being a young girl in Wisconsin reading through Us magazine or, People, and seeing photos of the white parties. Diddy did show us part of his life. Now, maybe not necessarily everything that happened behind closed doors, but thanks to the trial that happened in the courthouse behind me, we now kind of know. So at this point, what does Diddy have to lose? He's already been convicted. I do think he's going to come out and tell his side of the story, and I don't think it's going to be quietly.
By the way, I was reading through People magazine too when I was younger. I don't know why. I just thought it was fascinating. I was very interested. It was the whole, Brangelina moment. I was really invested in that. All right, side note. Okay, anyway, excuse me. Update from court. We have a prosecutor, Slavic, says he blames doctors for prescriptions. He pretends he is the victim. He hasn't accepted responsibility for his criminal conduct. The information provided to his expert was incomplete. He will pose a danger at any age. He choked Jane at 54 years old. Prostitution causes other problems. It happens out of public view. General deterrence is needed. Send a message to all victims and to the public that this defendant's crimes are serious. You could encourage or discourage abusers. There seems to be a big point here, Alexis, of trying to explain why this is a crime, why this is serious, and why the appropriate sentence needs to be several years in prison. Because again, I go back to something. There are people who look at this and say, compared to what he was being accused of, prostitution? But the government is doubling down on it.
I agree, Jesse. I mean, this case, as we discussed at great lengths, was a difficult case because you had a situation where some of this, not the violent part, but the sexual part appeared at some level to be consensual. And then you had a relationship going on. So I think the prosecution is trying to hammer down that we have a situation that we had this, prostitution coupled with this very elevated violence. And that these victims that were part of this have been severely damaged. And this just isn't a run-of-the-mill, somebody goes, to a street corner, gets somebody, has consensual sex, and then it's one and done sort of situation, that he did this repeatedly. He has only been charged with 2 counts, and it was surrounded with such a violence. And we had this video. I mean, this video it was shocking. I think anybody who saw that video the first time was just shocked by that video.
Excuse me. The judge is taking a break. We had a question from one of our viewers, LaRob Show. When can we expect the sentence? We don't really know. I mean, this could take several hours as they go through different statements. The judge's statement, I'm sure he's going to say something before he ultimately delivers the sentence. You're going to hear from defense attorneys. You're going to hear from multiple people who have prepared statements. You're probably going to hear from Sean Combs. So this may take a little while till we ultimately get to the sentence. And we're going to continue.
How long I've been going
here on the network. But what's interesting, again, is what you're thinking, you're hearing from the
2.5 hours.
You're also going to hear from the defense.
Okay, I'm going to do a reader listener email.
What does the defense need to say right now? So the judge is taking a break, really hammering away. Look, if you ask me, based on what we've seen in court so far, it seems to be advantage prosecution. The judge has already seemed to signal that several years in prison appears to be the appropriate range, but what extends past it, extends maybe further. What does the defense need to do? What do they need to say in order to maybe get some sort of leniency from the judge?
Well, they need to make an argument for deviating. That's the big thing they need to do. Deviating from the proposed recommendation and the guidelines, even though the judge said he sees no reason to essentially deviate from the proposed recommendation. That's one. I do think they need to draw a fine line between taking responsibility and accountability and
All right. I'm finna do a reader listener email right quick. Hit the like button for this guy. All right. Let me see. He said it could go all day. Damn. Did he watch? All right. Here we go. Reader, listener, email. You want to be ready. Hey. All right. Can you feel it? Wait a minute. Let me get it. Let me get a hold on. Let me get some shots right quick. All right. Hold on, let me get some coffee right quick, man. Let me get my... Hold on, I'm finna do it. 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 The defense chance to present his side in a few minutes. All right. Shout out Red Jet Shell. Jigga 1017. Where you be cooking? I get it from my supplier, man. I be going downtown LA, man. I be down there with all the other brands, all the biggest brands in the game. Everybody be getting their issue from the same places. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to have them camo joints on deck next week for sure though. I narrowed down the exact bucket hats I'm about to put out there, man. You know, I've been rocking like a whole bunch of them. I done narrowed it down the ones the people reacting to, you know. Mark Wilson say the fix is in. But yeah, I be getting my issue from downtown LA in the fashion district. I be down there with all the top brands. Look at the BossMack. Looking like a prophet right there. I got my prophet look right there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hit the like button. Federal workers work without pay. Yeah, man. We're going to drop the buckets this week. All right. All right. Solidarity for federal workers caught in the middle. Them TSA motherfuckers be having an attitude like a motherfucker though, man. Woo! I didn't know they was federal employees though. I don't know why I didn't think that they was working for the federal government. Which make it crazy when I see motherfuckers, when I see some motherfuckers doing scamming in there, man. That's crazy. Motherfuckers was stealing shit and got caught. I can't believe it. That's federal. Hit the like button for this game. All right. Reader, listener, email. You want to be ready. Some are laid off. TSA people get treated like straight shit by their superiors. Yeah, man, them motherfuckers be having attitudes, bro. I was like, God damn, this is a fucked up job. I was feeling it. Shout out Keem. I think Keem used to do that. Keem used to be a TSA motherfucker. Shout out Keem. All right. Reader, listener, email, you wanna be ready. Here we go. A nigga from San Mateo, California writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a 29-year-old nigga getting to my chili as a software engineer with one bitch on the team. A 26-year-old waitress at a Michelin star restaurant. As a matter of fact, I knocked this bitch when I was eating dinner at her restaurant with another bitch that wasn't my bitch, but my waitress bitch thought she was indeed my bitch. Anyways, I exchanged IGs with the waitress bitch when I went to the restroom, and within 2 days we were hanging out in San Francisco having drinks. I am the type of person that likes going out and enjoying fine dining, hitting bars, and popping out at concerts and festivals. I like having fun, and I always take my current bitch with me to do these things. So after about 5 or 6 months of hanging out with my waitress bitch, one night she hit me and the bitch wanted to come through. But I was tired. I told her to pull up. But we was gonna be on some Netflix and smoke type of shit. And I was gonna have DoorDash bring us some Wingstop. I could hear the straight disappointment in a bitch's voice. She was like hella down at that idea. It threw me off. Then I had a flash of sucker insight, and I realized the entire time we been hanging out and doing fun shit, and we never did boring shit. We were always doing expensive shit. And it just dawned on me like, my bitch only likes it when we do expensive shit. So I tested the waters and I said, you know what? On second thought, let's pop out and go to this bar called True Laurel. There's a popping bar out here. I said, let's go to True Laurel and grab some food and drinks. And a bitch got all excited with energy. So now I'm wondering, does a bitch only like me when we doing lit shit? What are your thoughts? Hit the like button for this game. Yes, of course. She only likes you because you're doing fun shit, bro. She likes you because you know, hey man, don't you know the average motherfucker don't have no money and they ain't doing shit, ain't taking bitches nowhere, ain't very limited fine dining, very limited bar hop. Yes. Yes, bro. Yes. So that's like, you like an entertainment director for a bitch. You like her entertainment director. You know what I'm saying? And so you get pussy based off of your entertainment direction. And that's that's a real spot. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah. So you always have to remember, man, It's good to go out and have fun with bitches, man. I ain't against that. I ain't never against that. It's always fun to hang out with bitches. But a lot of time, well, every time, if you start off going hard with that shit and you set a tone with all we doing is lit shit, like the first date is a hell of a Michelin star restaurant, and the second date is another restaurant, and then the third date is a hell of a bar experience, and then the fourth date you went to like a concert and it was lit, and then you follow that up with another dinner. Then you done set a tone of bullshit, you know what I'm saying, and high expectation. And here's a rule of the game. How you start with a bitch is how you finish with a bitch. How you start with a bitch is how you finish with a bitch. You feel me? So if you start off as an entertainment director with a lavish entertainment, thou shootest thyself in the foot and trieth to run. Thou shooteth thyself in the foot and trieth to run. Bitch might not even like you, bro. She might not even like you, bro. She might not even like you, bro. So I suggest you do some boring. You get it out the way. Let's get it out the way. Have the bitch come through for the Netflix and smoke. And if it's just whack and she don't want to give you no pussy, she don't want to do nothing, you know. Hey, I would do some of that. I would do like three of them back. I would do like three of them in a row. Like three of them in a row. Just come through, we chilling, ain't nothing popping. I mean, cause the average nigga don't even have a place to live. The average nigga don't even have his own shit. So it ain't like you know what I'm saying? The average nigga don't even have his own place to live. You know what I'm saying? How old are you, man? How old are you? 29. The average nigga don't even have his own place to live. So you ahead of the game in a way, even though that's some basic shit. You should be able to have a bitch come to the crib and Netflix and smoke and it'd be all right. So I will run, hey, let's get it out the way. Let's see if that's going to make or break some shit. Let's see if that's going to make or break some shit. And if it's going to break some shit, let's let it break. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for this guy. For this guy. For this guy. She telling her friends about her sugar daddy. Bro, only 3 years older than a bitch. He only 3 years older than a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that's sugar daddy. That's just sucker. Sugar daddy, you gotta be like 10 years older, I think. Then you in the you in sugar daddy range. 10 years. 10 years older. 3 years. You just a sucker. You just a sucker ass nigga. You just, you know what I'm saying? Well, she for sure telling her friends, we went to whoop-de-whoop, we went to whoop-de-whoop, we went to whoop-de-whoop, we went to whoop-de-whoop, we was at whoop-de-whoop. She for sure doing that. Hit the like button. She for sure doing that. Her other friends, they niggas don't be doing all that. Her friends, they niggas don't be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, every time you go out, it's $200 minimum. You know what I'm saying? $200 minimum. Go out on a Tuesday and spend $300. $250 right quick at the, you know what I'm saying? You know, right quick. You know what I'm saying? Every time a bitch come through, 200, 300. I ain't even put on gas and parking and shit. I ain't even added that in there. I ain't even added gas and parking and shit. I ain't even added that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even added the gas and the parking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, let's go. Yeah, man, run her back to back some 3 Netflix and smokes and shit. And if a bitch get mad, hey, man, fuck that bitch. Remind a bitch, we done had some fun, bitch. I ain't the entertainment director, bitch. Bitches be thinking you the entertainment director. He in the bed, hell no. Red Jet Shell know how expensive some shit is. Shit. You know what I'm saying? And the bitch work at a Michelin star restaurant, so, you know, she already got expensive taste like a motherfucker. She got expensive. She got champagne tastes. Champagne tastes. Hit the like button, let's go. Game. Whoa. Let's do another reader listener email. Okay, this one is kind of this one is kind of like, this is darkness. All right, hold up. A nigga from the great state of Wisconsin, from the city of Milwaukee, writes to BossMack. He's a BossMack. I'm a 27-year-old guy out here getting to my chili as a plumber. I have only one bitch on the team right now, a 28-year-old payroll assistant for the city of Milwaukee. I also have a 5-year-old son with a different bitch other than my current bitch. Here's what has unfolded. Back when I was 21, I was a student at UWM. While I was there, I had a heavy weed, perks, and lean problem. One time I ended up off of lean, I nodded off in the car with the keys in the ignition one time and got awoken by the police knocking on my window. And I wasn't even driving. And I ended up catching a case for driving under the influence, and I wasn't even driving. And I had perks on me as well. So I went cold turkey on all drugs after that. I made it about 6 months clean. Then I went to a party, a function one of my bros was having at an Airbnb, and I ended up smoking a blunt and popping a perk. And since I had been clean for 6 months, that shit hit me super hard. I was way too high. And one of my ex bitches was there. And I ended up back at her crib, fucking the shit out of her. And I was completely out of character off the blunt and the perk. My ex bitch ended up taking pics and videos of us fucking and laid up, unbeknownst to me. And the next day, she sent that shit to my current bitch at the time. Even though I tried to explain I had relapsed on the weed and perks, my bitch wasn't hearing it, and she ended up dismissing me. Then shit even got more wild about a month later when my ex bitch hit me up talking about she was pregnant. So now I have a hostile baby mama. There was hostility because I never wifed her, but I took care of my son. Now here's the twist. This is the issue. I just found out recently that my cousin is now fucking with my baby mama. And this is a cousin that I'm cool with. Okay, hit the like button. All right. Hey man, you know, this is like this is really not too much you could do about this but observe your cousin fucking with your baby mama. You just have to observe it. You could assume all malicious intent to fuck with your mind. A bitch is going above and beyond to fuck with your mind for whatever reason. She going the absolute distance with it. Your cousin is just reveal. I mean, he just revealed his dark interior. You know what I'm saying? By doing this, he may have gotten seduced or not. It don't really matter. The fact that he going along with it, your baby mama is just, you know what I'm saying, she already demonstrated ruthlessness. But your cousin, you know what I'm saying, I mean, you have to, I mean, he family, but you have to write him off, like, you know what I'm saying, as that's diabolical. You know what I'm saying? And it's just all it is. Hopefully it don't disrupt the family a whole lot. Hopefully, cooler heads can prevail. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it don't disrupt the family. But, these are the penalties of thirstiness. If, you could say, you could blame it on the blunt and the perk way back in the day after being cold turkey for 6 months, and then you hit a blunt and pop a perk at a party, and then you blame your loss of control on that. You know what I'm saying? These are the penalties of thirstiness. You know what I'm saying? These are the penalties of thirstiness. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you embellish yourself fucking raw. You know what I'm saying? And you let yourself go. And, you know, and the bitch was right there to receive. And now you here. You feel me? And now, you know, one bitch has... See, and see, look at the power of a malevolent bitch. Witness the power of a malevolent bitch. She get in there. It didn't go her way. You didn't wife her. So, whether your cousin shot a shot at her or she seduced him, either way, she got your cousin to fold. Your cousin folded, and he was willing to say, you know, fuck y'all relationship. It's my bitch. You know what I'm saying? Look at the darkness of a bitch as she interfere with the family. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, maybe, and see, when it comes to bitches, you never know the depth of the next man's heart. You never know what a nigga is willing to do for, you know, for some pussy. You know what I'm saying? You never know. He could have been, you know, covered in your bitch the whole time and just was you know, like, and an opportunity presented itself and he was like, seize the moment. You know what I'm saying? And try to explain it later. You know what I'm saying? He probably standing on grounds like, oh man, you never wifed her, man. You didn't even want to, you know, she got pregnant by accident, you know, on some one night thing, man. Why you want to be mad? Even though it's principalities involved and shit, your principalities involved. Milwaukee is a dark place too, man. It's a treacherous place with things like this. I anticipate things like this happening in Milwaukee. This type of treachery right here. Hit the like button. Diabolical, demonic behavior. If you ain't thirsty, nothing bad can happen. See, and what you have is really two malevolent people exposed. You know what I'm saying? See, that's a hard pill to swallow. Because see, you know what time the bitch is on. Cause that's how your son got here. See, that's how your son got here. Cause the bitch is, you know, she did her 1-2. She got you fired. She disrupted your, back when it first happened, she disrupted your relationship. Right? Off a one night stand. She had the presence of mind to obtain evidence of what had happened. The next day, send the information and disrupt some shit. Then be pregnant. That's a great bitch. That's a great bitch. Then be pregnant. And then you just, you know, you like, bitch, you're not forcing me into wifing you. You're not forcing me into wife. I know what you did. You like, nah, you're not gonna force me into wifing you. So then she just put your cousin on the team. And see, then she revealed, and see, bitches is nice like that. They reveal that your peoples don't have loyalty to you. Your peoples don't fuck with you like that. You know? She revealed like, yeah, look at your cousin. He wanna fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then just expose that. You know what I'm saying? And so now you and your cousin is enemies now. Now y'all enemies. Hit the like button for this guy. There's a lot of darkness out there, man. And it all goes back to If you're not thirsty, nothing bad can happen. See, you could be under the, see, let's not blame it on the weed and perks. You know what I'm saying? Let's not blame it on the weed and perks. Now, I can't speak to the perk high, right? Because I don't know what that's like. But I know that even if I haven't been smoking weed, even if I haven't been smoking weed for 6 months, and I just happen to smoke tonight, that don't mean that I could come. I'm. Now I know you was young when this happened. You was in your early 20s when this happened to you. So, you know, I guess it's less control. But I'm not fucking no bitch raw because I'm high. You understand me? We can't make excuses like that. I'm not fucking no bitch raw when I'm high. You know, still put on a condom. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not thirsty, nothing bad can happen. You see the cascading effects of thirstiness like that. You see how it just, you know, a bitch just in the cut, notice you high as fuck, shoot her shot at the party. It's good feelings all around. And you like, fuck it. Let's go back to your crib. And now we fucking raw. You know what I'm saying? And then a bitch have presence of mind while you are in the throes of passion. While you are unconscious sleep over there with a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You over there naked, sleep. You unconscious, right? Naked over this bitch house. And then she got presence of mind. She just get video evidence, get some pictures. You're oblivious. And then just send it to your bitch and just disrupt your shit. And then she just spiked the ball with pregnant. She just spiked the ball. She just come through a month later and spiked the ball. Pregnant, nigga. And then you think you got the upper hand. You like, I ain't wifing you, bitch. Then she fucking with your cousin. Some Milwaukee shit for real right there. Hit the like button, let's go! Ain't nothing you can do though, but just be like, try not to be violent, be amicable. Hey, and it's a good chance they ain't gonna make it. You know, it's always in your favor that they relationship gonna fall. It's always in your favor, man. So, you know. If they go the distance, though, then, you know, hey, man, it's fucked up. Hit the like button, man. Let's go, man. Chat. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I've been on here 3 hours. Jesus Christ. Did he watch? Did he watch?
The attorney says, I want to focus on the inspiration Mr. Combs has given throughout his life and on the commitment he made while in the MDC. Mr. Combs was successful. He used it to help others. He touched many more lives than I can cover in the next minutes. And actually, if you go to Sean Combs' letter that he prepared to the court, he really talked about the MDC, his life in the MDC. And he, I'm trying to find the specific provision where he talked about it. But you know, where is it? Okay, so I realize that I'm in a situation where no amount of money, power, or fame can save me. Only God can save me. My grandmother used to teach me that God makes no mistakes and that everything he does is for your good. I believe that a bad situation can be used for good. Although this situation has been the hardest and darkest in my life, good things have come out of my incarceration. For starters, I am now sober for the first time in 25 years. I've been trying my best to deal with my drug abuse and anger issues.
Diddy said he is sober for the first time in 25 years, man. 25 years. Let the BossMack know where you're tapping in from. Let me know where you're tapping in from.
In order to not only set goals, but achieve any goal.
25 years.
I started teaching a 6-week program called Free Game, which I was able to have approved and sanctioned by the Bureau of Prisons. I don't just teach about my success, I also teach about my mistakes and failures. It has truly been a blessing to do something positive in a negative situation. And you know, he talks about how bad the conditions are at the MDC as well, not for sympathy purposes, but to share that he's trying to change, man. What do you take away from that?
Well, I mean, just like all other individuals who are facing sentencing, I mean, he went through the pre-sentencing process. And
Dude,
I'm
it's
sure he had
shitty.
an opportunity to sit down with the probation officer who did the PSR report and kind of talked about, you know, taking responsibility for his actions and the things that he expressed in his letter. And yeah, I mean, no conditions in any facility, whether it's MDC Brooklyn or a jail in Mayberry across the country, no conditions being behind bars on a day-to-day basis is going to be comfortable. And it's going to give a person a time to reflect on the things that they've done, the people that they miss, more importantly, family and his children. You know, other than the victims in this case, I mean, his kids are the other victims for the reason that he's not, you know, with his family right now. One of the things that I'll talk to inmates when they first come to prison is, you know, things are missing in your family, and things are not being done in your community and family when you're incarcerated. So, so it looks as if, other than complaining about the food and some of the other reports that I've read, that he is spending time trying to reflect and trying to mend some fences. And obviously, of course, nobody wants to go to prison beyond the jail time that he's spending right now. So,
how bad is the MDC?
It has its challenges. You know, I was an associate warden there from 2013 to 2016. I mean, I faced several challenges there, you know, from a management perspective. It's 1 million square feet of an institution. And let's face it, I mean, I don't think any home.
Shout out Brittany. She say city by the sea, Long Beach, huh?
If my house, if I was running the water,
New
shower,
York in the building, ATL, Bay Area.
More people in my home than the capacity than it should be, then the conditions in the facility are obviously not going to be optimal, and it costs money to upgrade these facilities. And we know that there have been reports of staff misconduct and other issues since the institution was founded back in 1993. So yes, I face challenges there, but at the end of the day, they're, you know, 85 to 90% of the staff that go there every day come to take care of business, and they put their lives on the line to keep the American people safe.
Safa, it was a question from me. Curious your thoughts on it. This is from Sunshine Bree. Jesse, do you think AUSA Comey's firing, meaning Maureen Comey, an absence from the sentencing affects the outcome? My answer, no, it shouldn't. I don't think it's going to have any effect. And by the way, she's suing the Trump administration. Side note about that. But no, it's not going to have any effect on it, right?
It's not going to have any effect on it at all. Ultimately, you have the United States government against Sean Diddy Combs. The government and its assistant U.S. attorney and assistant U.S. attorneys, they all operate as one body. So it doesn't matter if it's Ms. Comey or any other AUSA.
Philly in the building, Chicago, Memphis, Tennessee.
They're really talking about right now in court, this is an update in defense about the impact that Sean Combs has had. Nicole Westmoreland says there were not many black-owned labels. Mr. Combs had the audacity. It sent a message
Washington
that you can
Heights,
do it.
NYC, what's happening? I appreciate the love.
It brought unity and inspired change. Sierra, this is something we talked about before. I'm going to emphasize it again, and I'm curious your opinion about it. When you listen to this about the impact that Sean Combs had, when they talk about all the help, aside from after his conviction, everything that he's done while he was running Bad Boy, And they're playing this video, or they want to play this video. We've been showing B-roll of it that was prepared by the defense. It's kind of compilation, montage video of his life and the good things that he's done. Can't the judge, I mean, say, yeah, but like you were committing crimes during all this? Or, I mean, for people who don't know, even after he made that apology video, after the 2016 tape of Cassie Ventura was released, he was accused of committing more crimes, right?
I mean, yeah, he was. And why are we here today? Because he was convicted of a crime. That's the bottom line that we have here. He committed a crime. It's not an accusation anymore. He's been convicted of it. So it's up to the judge, to sentence on that conviction. So I understand the defense's perspective here, putting forward all of these things, saying, Diddy is a mastermind when we're talking about Bad Boy, not only as an artist, but when we're talking about, a black-owned company that was one of a kind, when we're talking about Sean John and the clothing company.
ATL
like
in the
It makes
building.
sense, and it's truly the job of the defense attorneys at this point
Gulf Coast in the building.
to paint a positive picture about P. Diddy, to show, his
Borbalism, what's up with it?
This entire process, to show in this video, he's a father, he is a good person, he is a runner, he is a singer, he is all of these positive things. But I do think, Jesse, you're right that it has to be in the back of Judge Arun Subramanian's mind that both of these things can be true. He can be a great dad, and also he is a criminal in regards to the transportation to engage in prostitution crimes. So both are true.
And, we get this question from Olga, why is there no immediate sentence, Sierra? The waiting must be so stressful. Look, it is stressful, but under the law, particularly, right, Sierra, when you don't have an automatic mandatory sentence, it's not like pro forma, it's not like a murder case where we say, oh, they're going to be convicted to, life without the possibility of parole. There's so much discretion here. There's so much for the judge to consider. The pre-sentencing report, probation's recommendation, prosecution's recommendation, defense's recommendation, allowing so many people to write letters and speak in court. Yeah, it's very stressful, particularly probably for Sean Combs, but it's necessary.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be stressful for P. Diddy and his family. Of course, they want to know what the answer is going to be, right? But to your point, Jesse, Judge Arun Subramanian almost has the weight of the world on his shoulders because he does have to sift through so much. Not only did he sit through that, weeks-long trial, hearing all of the evidence and information, seeing some really emotional testimony. Of course, he's a human being. That's going to live in the back of his mind. The allegations that not only was P. Diddy acquitted of, but then what he's convicted of. All of those things paired with, the letters of support from both sides, from Diddy supporting them, supporting him rather, the victims who are saying, wait, this actually was really difficult for me. It was really traumatic. I had to come forward. This affected my life. So either way it's going to pan out. I think that there are going to be some people who disagree with what happens, right? If it's a win for Diddy, of course, the prosecution and the supporters of the victims are going to be upset. If it's vice versa, you've got the opposite way. So I do think it makes sense to have a hearing like this where we hear from both sides, where we have all of these letters. Of course, for the judge to consider all of the elements here because, again, a man's life really hangs in the balance.
It certainly does. Nicole Westmoreland in court just said, in spirits, our community finally had a seat at the table, referring to the work that Sean Combs did. A voice, a real voice. Then there was revolt. And the note here from the reporting says there was sobbing. So I can't tell if Nicole Westmoreland is actually crying during the course of this. If so, that's notable. Question for you, Dr. Hendricks. This is from Griffey. Will Diddy be placed on the
Hit
sex
the like
offenders
button for this
registry,
game. We
or is
on
that
Diddy
not a crime
Watch.
he can be placed on?
That depends. It depends on
This
the
dude
judge's
shitty right here.
I think it'll have to come in the judgment and commitment order. More than likely, he probably will have to register as a sex offender, especially since that the crimes he committed, he's not eligible, like I said earlier, for First Step Back credits. He's not eligible for the residential drug abuse treatment program, which could have given him up to a year off and a year in a halfway house, depending on how much time he's going to be sentenced for. So more than likely, he probably will have to register as a sex offender.
Honestly, everybody knows about this case. Is it even necessary? Everybody would know what he was convicted of. So it's just a separate kind of practical point of view. Okay, Safa, 2 questions that are related here. This is a question from Brittany Curry. Is there the possibility of the judge taking into account the fact that Diddy was contacting the victims while awaiting his trial regarding the sentence? Like, okay. And this is from Fabiola Delgado Lebron. I'm not sure if asked and answered, but was the defense contacting witnesses in a threatening manner, causing for one witness to not testify? Is that witness intimidation? Okay, so first of all, I think that second question is regarding Mia, who was going to provide a statement to court, chose not to based on what the defense had written in their letter. That's not witness intimidation, if you ask me. The judge said there was inappropriate language used, but that doesn't rise to the level of a crime. I guess the bigger question is, all those allegations about that Combs was contacting people while at the MDC in anticipation of trial? I haven't heard
envelope to the
judge reference that yet. That may come up later on. What do you think?
The judge hasn't referenced it yet. I'm surprised the prosecution hasn't referenced it, or they might in their last statements to the court, essentially showing that he has done any and everything that he could to try to come from.
Hit the like button for this game. Did he watch?
Reaching out to witnesses and, intimidating and things of that nature. And of course, that's going to be the government's argument. The defense's argument is going to be a little different. Their argument is going to say, hey, judge, we have a right to investigate what the government is alleging, and that investigation also includes our investigators going to speak to witnesses, or us confirming what witnesses expect to say, or preparation for trial, which would include having conversations with some of these people that the government is going to put on the stand to testify. So it's fair game either way, and I don't know how much impact the judge is going to give to that. I don't think it's going to be pretty significant if he does, because I think that there are so many other things that are on the table for him to consider. And to the point earlier, I think Sierra mentioned something with respect to, the thoroughness of the conversations that they're having prior to sentencing, is the judge is going through everything with a fine-tooth comb. There are sentencing factors that he has to consider. There's case law that he's considering. And he also wants to make sure, and both sides want to make sure, that the record is perfected, and particularly the defense, if this case goes up on appeal, and the judge wants to make sure that there are no appealing issues as he prepares to hand down his sentence.
Sierra, there's a poll that we have up that's really interesting, because a lot of people have been wondering, okay, what's the impact? What's going to happen? What's your view of Sean Combs? What do you think his life's going to be like after he's ultimately
Kid Zombie TV said too much makeup.
Likely, but has your opinion of Diddy changed since his conviction? So 39% of the people polled say not at all. 32% never liked him. 19% say completely, and 10% say a little. What do you think, Sierra? What's your take?
I think it's an interesting poll, right? To show that a lot of people, it seems as though their, opinions of P. Diddy haven't necessarily changed. And maybe that's because they never liked him to begin with. I mean, if we're talking about, since conviction, he has now officially been convicted of this crime. Okay. However, prior to all of this, we've been reporting on this. I remember very specifically the first sidebar, Jesse, that you hosted was November of 2023, because of course that's when Cassie Ventura filed her bombshell lawsuit. And then after that, it's hard to keep track of the number of civil lawsuits that came out. So perhaps maybe it's all of these people who are watching right now who their opinion of P. Diddy changed back then when we first had Cassie. And then of course, we're talking about Jane Doe or Liza Gardner, etc. All of the many lawsuits leading up to Lil Rod and the many others that trickled out after that. And of course, I'm sure following law and crime coverage of the trial here, where you and Elizabeth Milner broke down everything, I think that probably changed a lot of the court of public opinion about P. Diddy, hearing these allegations against him and what it was really like inside the bedroom or hotel room, rather, what it was like during those, Wild King nights or freak-offs. And I'm sure for a lot of people, that could have changed their opinion.
Yeah, man, but I'm about to wrap it up, man, because I can't be on here like 5 hours and shit, man. These motherfuckers don't seem like they coming to no resolution.
I said this from the start. I don't think Diddy's going anywhere quietly. Even if people, by and large, don't like him, he still has his niche section of supporters.
Interesting you say that, because I'm going back to this update from court. Nicole Westmoreland speaking on his behalf. She says, he's just trying to help. He opened 3 charter schools in neighborhoods where the schools were not good. The motto was Black excellence. The youth are our future. Mr. Combs personally inspired me. I went to an event in D.C. Mr. Combs was there. He said, listen, everyone, I'm sorry. He said, don't be afraid to dream. Just remember to wake up and put actions behind your dreams. And then he said, don't forget to help others.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, man, because this is gonna be a minute, man.
You know, look, doctor, I wonder if that is impacting.
It's gonna be a minute.
Maybe not necessarily the emotion, maybe the emotion of the attorney, but talking about.
It's gonna be a minute. Hit the like button. Free Diddy. Free Diddy, man. Free Diddy. I'm out, y'all.